Welcome back to Confessions of a Beauty Boss. What have we got this week,
Oh,
Jenny? Our
I'm
previews, we've had a
prepped.
good
I
few
am
episodes
prepped.
recently. I'm loving it. I'm loving you've prepped.
Right, have you ever heard of the black coffee theory?
No.
Okay. So you know how we're all about like mindset?
Paul, our producer's like, bullshit. I call bullshit.
Stop talking shite. So the black coffee theory is about when you focus in negative, too much more comes back to you, okay? So guy walks into a coffee shop, woman behind that's serving him says, what can I get you? He said, anything but a black coffee, hate black coffee. And she was just like busy getting other people's orders. Right, okay, so what do you want? And he's like, honestly, anything else in your menu, just not a black coffee. I hate black coffee. And so she went off, was dealing with all the orders, and then forgot what he had asked for. But black coffee just stuck in her head because he kept going on about it. So he got black coffee.
Got up to his office and went, yeah.
So basically the theory of it is whatever you're putting out there, if you're focusing too much on what you don't like, the negative, more will come your way because you're just so focused on it all the time. So going to mindset, I always do the book The Magic every January. And I did it this January. And as much as like I've suffered a wee bit with perimenopause and getting all my kind of health stuff sorted, I've had some exceptionally good things happen this month. So
You're attracting like a witch.
I know. Kate was like, why didn't I do it this year?
I wasn't feeling it now. I'm raging. Well, I can still do it now.
You can do it at any point.
Anytime. You don't need to do it in January.
No. So for those who don't know what the magic is, if you've ever heard of The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, it's her second book. So the magic is all about basically focusing back to gratitudes and everything that you've got in life that's positive, because it's nature for us to automatically think negatively every day. I can't even remember what it is. Is it back to caveman days again? It's that kind of fight or flight response because you need to make sure that you're not in threat and stuff like that, as far as I'm aware. So it's about starting your day positively and seeing the knock-on effect of how that can impact your day by starting with gratitudes, etc. So the magic is a 28-day practice. Every day you have to do 10 gratitudes, and it could be something simple as I'm so grateful for my nice warm comfy bed. I'm so grateful that I can afford to put my heating on every day.
I always thought I'd struggle with it because I would be like 10 gratitudes. I was expecting it to be big mind-blowing eventful things that happen to you every day, and it's not. It's the smallest things that you can have gratitude for.
So we're part of a book club, aren't we? Because the law of attraction changed my life. Shout out to Francesca Amber because she has
changed their life
since COVID. And I am religious with that book club. It's just something I enjoy. But so she's funny in her takes, and I actually really like her rationale behind things as well. And
I love how she explains what she's doing and why she's doing it in her circumstance, in her real life,
making it
everyday
relative
stuff.
to her, and then it makes you think of how to do it. And she makes you expand a wee bit more than what the book does as well. So for instance, one day the book will tell you get in touch with 3 people or have a photograph of 3 people and really concentrate on those 3 people for the whole day. Keep looking at that photograph of how grateful you are of them. But Francesca Amber's like, don't do that. Voice note them and tell them it'll make them more impactful. And I remember it wasn't this magic that I did, it was last year. I've got a group of really close friends, and there's 3 of them. So there's 4 days that make up the group. And I remember walking my dog and we've got a group chat and I put in a voice note, but personalised to each one of them. Well, I ended up greeting. And I ended up telling each other how much we loved each other for the whole day. And we're not that kind of group. Like, we're a group that has a lot of fun together, and we do like really supportive of each other in hard times, and we've always been there for each other since we were at school. But we're not lovey-dovey that way. So it was just a lovely moment of something that we're not used to and how powerful it was. So these daily practices really help increase your mood and feel gratitude. Even though I was in a bit of a stonker in January, it still worked for me. I would say I put 50% into it. Usually I put 100, but by God, that 50% worked. So it's all about like things coming back your way. And people will be like, to you were scammed. But basically, have you ever heard of this Amazon thing? So the girls kind of enlightened
I
us.
hadn't heard of it. Yep, I'd never heard of
I
it.
kept getting stuff sent from Amazon, and because I'm going through that stage of perimenopause, I thought I was losing my mind
thought you
and
were
thought I
ordering
was
stuff?
ordering
Or
it.
we were ordering it to wind you up.
I
kept saying,
sending it to my
"Are you
house."
sending all
Are
this
you
shit to my house? We were like, no.
I'm looking in the business bank, I'm looking in my own bank, and I'm like, there's no money coming out my account.
You weren't
How's
ordering
this?
the stuff. You couldn't see any of, none of it was being
No.
delivered from our account.
So it was weird though, because the first thing that came was like lymphatic drainage brushes, and it's so relative to my field that I was just like, that's weird. I wonder if the girls have ordered that for the salon and just
Picked the wrong address
picked
off
the wrong
list.
address and it's came to my house. Nobody knew, and I was just like, that's strange. And then the next thing that came was a UV cabinet for tools. And again, for the beauty field, I was like, right, who's having a laugh with me? And that's when I was saying to you, are you ordering this?
It's like it's nothing to do with me. I was then starting
I
to
know,
investigate
because then
everything.
you're starting to think as well.
I'm
have I ordered
menopausal.
it?
Have I ordered it? I can't remember.
Someone asked me I ordered it. And so then we're looking through, and you're like, see, there's nothing coming off the account. There's nothing coming off the bank accounts. I'm looking at my bank account. My husband's thinking I'm going crazy. And I was like, nobody's ordering this, and it's coming out to me, and it's
And
relative.
It's quite regular. It was like every other couple of
But
days.
then all the other random shite started coming out. I hate cat shite. Sorry for the cat lovers out there. I'm a big dog lover, but I think cats are evil. Don't want to see any harm done to them, but they just scare me. I think because my aunt's cat used to claw me and my cousins to death when we were
I'm the same.
younger. They just put the fear into me. I get cat litter sent out, and I was like,
And then did you not get a salt and pepper?
I get salt and
It looked like cats or something. I can't
salt
remember.
and pepper shakers, and I was just like, this is so random. But it was getting to the point, it was so funny. I'm putting in our team chat, another one, the magic's working. Right, going back to September last year, my car was parked in our works car park. There was a client in, and there was a guy that basically smashed into one of our clients' cars, and her car bounced off of my car. My car didn't have a lot of damage, but it had to be sent away to get fixed. And thank God nobody was in their cars. There was nobody hurt or anything like that. So fast forward, this was September last year, fast forward to January while I'm doing the magic. At Christmas time, solicitors of my insurance company got in touch because I think they were having problems with the person.
The person ignoring everything, wasn't he? The person that did it.
Or their company was ignoring everything. So asked me to write like a report for them, and I was like, yeah, no bother. Did the report, sent it off, didn't think anything of it because I didn't claim for anything other than my car getting fixed, and
Because
it
you
got
didn't think
fixed.
you could, because you weren't
No.
even in the car.
No, I got my free car. There was no dramas, no impact to my life whatsoever. And then in January, what was that, a week and a half, 2 weeks into the magic, I got a cheque from my insurance company for 500 quid. And I was like, I don't actually know what that's for. And then it was basically the insurance company saying, this is us just finalising the claim. This is your share of the claim, whatever. And I was like,
Take it.
okay,
Put
put it in
the
my bank. Last week, when I finished the magic, I got another cheque through, but this time off the solicitor firm from the insurance company for 560 quid or something like that. And again, I was messaged you and Jennifer for Vibes, and I was like, I'm a bit paranoid. I don't know whether to...
Bank it.
But it was legit. It was from that solicitor firm that I sent back all this thing, and it's like, just to conclude your claim. And I was like, but I didn't claim for anything. My car got fixed. I didn't have any personal injuries because I wasn't in the car.
Just gratitude.
So I was very grateful for my £3,000 this month. And just stuff like that. Then obviously I've been met with a bit of stress with the nurse that I've been going to see at my doctor's surgery because she's been saying that I'm too young for menopause, and I was wanting to actually physically assault her at one point. But then just out the blue, the doctor had a look at my file, agreed, and
said,
I got the stuff that I need. And like, again, that could just be, people will be like, oh, that's just because you spoke to your doctor. But I'm taking that as, no, I'm being grateful because I'm being grateful for my health. I'm starting to make changes as well with my health as well to make sure that I'm the best that I can be right now, because
nourishing your body to make
my
sure
hormones
it
are all
helps.
over the place. So I'm trying to help myself from the inside as well as take, because I'm not a big one for taking medication. So it is. It's just trying to work on myself that way as well. So
remembering to take your vitamins and Aggie about all the time.
Yeah, and I've been using the thing you bought me, the wee
I bought
daily
Jenny
thing.
a wee daily vitamin thing, and she laughed. She was
Aye,
like,
I was like, I'm a 60.
I'm a 60. But as
I
a
use it.
menopausal woman, you now understand that you need
Yeah.
it. Because if you can see what day you've taken, you know you've no lost the plot.
And then my pal who's going through it that I spoke about before as well, who's been met with the same problems as me. She was talking about vitamins and saying, I keep forgetting, and I sent her a picture of that. She went and bought one.
Yeah,
so now she's
these are
taking
all
her
60.
vitamins. We're all helping each other out and everything's great. And my estrogen gel's kicked in. I feel amazing.
You've been having this conversation for weeks now. You're like, I need something. I need something.
It's like that constant, like, jittery, on edge,
know.
anxious, overwhelmed feeling.
Because
that-
you are kind of more holistic and you didn't want to take anything.
No,
and you
last
just kept
case
thinking,
scenario,
I'll be
I was
all
like, I will
right.
never take HRT, never,
Yeah.
not on my radar.
Yeah. But
And I got to the point I was
said
like,
to
I
you,
need
it's
to.
like, you have to.
I need to.
Don't be a hero.
No.
Don't be a hero, Jenny.
No.
I'm frightened to throw a chair at me.
So going back to positive mindset and the black coffee theory, etc., I went kind of delved in deeper. This is going to make Paul laugh because he's like, oh, here we go. What was
Mumbo jumbo magic.
What was the thing that he just said? And we're like, oh, we're going to keep that going. The intelligent
I've forgotten
bullshit.
it already.
So, looking back to, I deliver award in education, the teaching qualification, and we cover a thing called Maslow's theory in it. And it's basically a theory, it's a pyramid, and it's basically what people's basic needs are and then where you're wanting to be. And I think that's a good way as well for your mindset, and also to reflect, if you've got a team of people, of how they're feeling and how where they should get to be. So the bottom of the pyramid is physiological needs. So we're all breathing, we've got food, we've got water, we've got shelter, we've got clothing, we can sleep nice and safely in our beds. So that's something to be grateful for, because there will be people listening to this and be like, oh, my life's shite now, so what have I got to be grateful for? So have a wee listen to these in this pyramid and actually tick off what you've got. These are things to be grateful for. Do you have food in your fridge? Are your kids going to school with a full belly? Are your kids going to school clean? They've got nice freshly ironed clothes. Are you going out with nice freshly ironed clothes? The next one up the scale is safety and security. You have your health, employment, you've got your family around you. So these things we need to be really grateful for. We were just discussing this morning, like Kate's mum's 90 and she was saying she's doing great that now she's planning and going away with them all to Daniel's wedding.
So that was on my gratitudes this morning. So I've got a wee gratitude journal. Shout out to Ishka, who gave us a lovely one last week. So because I physically have a wee book again, I used to do it in a wee notepad, and I've got this lovely wee book there now. So I've been doing it every morning and I've been feeling grateful. And this morning I wrote on it my mum's mindset right now, because my mum's had clinical depression her whole life. And she's had, periods where she's, I don't think she's deliberately glass half empty, but I think her mood, because of her illness.
Or perhaps her upbringing.
Yeah, aye. Again, that's, that's nature, not nurture kind of thing. So just now, she's just so positive about everything, because my nephew's getting married in Spain and we're all having a big family holiday. And normally she would have been like, oh, I'm too old, I'm no going, I can't deal with that or whatever. She's actually excited about it. We've got all our insurance and our flights and everything getting organised, our outfit. She's saying, we take me shopping to get something for my birthday. I got lovely money from my friends for my birthday. I'm looking forward to it. And so again, it's
another thing to be positive.
Gratitudes. That's one of my gratitudes today, is how she is physically just now.
And then I was seeing my mum and dad yesterday. My dad doesn't always keep well, and he just looked great yesterday. It looked great. We were having a laugh, and it was just so nice to see. And again, it's wee moments like that you're like, oh, I'm so lucky to still have my parents. I'm so lucky they're doing well. The next one up the scale is self-esteem. So that one is people can struggle with: confidence, achievement, respect of others, the needs of being a unique individual. And then the last one up the scale is self-acculation. So acceptance, creativity, meaningful purpose, and our potential. So these are ones that people kind of climb towards. But I think sometimes people want to be at the top of that scale without knowing how to get there, or being grateful of what they got and all the steps below.
And I think those top ones as well, it's like, oh, how do I get them? Have I got them? I probably have got them.
Yeah.
And it's just sitting down, looking at what the words mean, and then looking at scenarios round about you and how those words actually fit. And you'll probably find you are at some of them.
And get out self-sabotage mode.
Yeah. And that whole speaking to yourself, we talked about this again recently. It's like if you think of the person that you love the most. We were at the Ishka event. Yeah. We had the amazing Renee LeBlanc who gave us all these scenarios about gratitude and looking after yourself and how your mindset works. And it was that whole think of your best friend or your mum or your sister or your daughter who's a teenager, and think of that person and how much you love them. And if you wouldn't say the things to them that you say to about yourself. Yeah. So you get up in the morning, you go, I look fat in these trousers, or I'm like, my skin's crepey because I'm getting older. What do I do with my arms? And all those horrible kind of self-deprecating things that you say to yourself. Would you turn around and say to your 17-year-old daughter, look at your crepey arms, or your trousers are horrible, that you look fat, your skin's bad, you know, all the things that you say to yourself in your head on a bad day when you look in the mirror. You would never say that out loud to somebody that you loved. So spend time now and make sure you don't. So have that self-awareness of looking after yourself.
It's the small actions as well. We're actually both bad for this. One of the things she said was someone compliments like your outfit or something. It's like, I was only Primark, or it was only a £5 in the sales or something like that.
TK Maxx a £5.
Rather than just saying thanks.
Thanks. I know. People don't need to know where you got it from or that you got it cheap or whatever. You know, it's like that person's taking the time to say that looks lovely on you. You should just be grateful for them giving you a compliment and try and let the compliment set in. My first initial reaction is to push the compliment away.
Do you think it's
something to say?
Scottish people? Or do you think so?
But why? What makes it Scottish people?
I don't know. Because we are a terrible culture, aren't we, for being taken a compliment?
Or taking things for free or whatever. You know, we're very like, no, I can't do that. Or no,
I'll pay. I'll pay.
I know when you go out.
Rather than just being like, thanks for paying for my lunch today.
Because we literally do everything half. Yeah. I mean, I'm a bit like your sugar daddy because I have my cards on me for the business account.
I know, I never take mine with me.
Jenny doesn't bring her money in her bag.
Sugar mama's got me.
We'll go in places, and as the older, probably the person who does the finances in the business, I'll just take it because then I'm like, then I know I've got the receipt. Because if Jenny gets the receipt, we'll never
knows
see
where the receipt will go.
But I'm like, we always laugh about that. But when she said that day, we both kind of went, that's us.
I know. I've actually started making a wee conscious effort of just saying thank you, and it's uncomfortable. I've just been like, thank you, and just stopping rather than...
I've not a compliment since she said it, so I'm waiting on one. And I'll be aware of it and I'll say thank you. No, that's not true. I was out with my friends on Saturday and people were saying, oh, that's a lovely shirt you've got on. But I did the same thing. I forgot. I did the same thing. It's just a wee Zara one. But I didn't say it was cheap.
No.
I just said, oh, it's just a Zara. Thanks.
Yeah. So rather than saying it's just...
I know. Thank you.
Thanks. I got it from Zara.
Thanks. I know, I love it. I actually feel really nice
great
in it today. Thanks.
Yeah. And another thing as well about positive mindset is I'm a big believer in dressing and how you want to feel. Years ago, before I even went to uni, I did a course in Forth Valley College to prep me for uni in teaching. So it was like the award in education I did prior to even going to uni. And the lecturer on it was great. And he was just like, because he could see I was really nervous. I was totally out of my comfort zone to like deliver to a class. And he's like, do you have a favourite perfume? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, what is it? And I was telling him like, oh, it's Daisy. I wore it at my wedding day, etc. And he's like, where's your perfume? And then he's like, do you have an outfit that makes you just feel powerful? And I was just kind of like, probably I'll let you look. And he's like, wear it. Wear it in the day that you're delivering your PowerPoints and stuff to the class, and he says, I guarantee you'll feel better for it.
And you've done that ever since. You'll do that for events that we're going to.
That's my mindset every time. It's like, not if it's a special event, I'm going to, like, I love Reiss clothing. I'll buy a piece from Reiss because I know I'll feel good in it. Yeah. So...
And like, we don't have the days where we would come in our joggies or whatever, you know, we just don't have those days because I think you have to dress for the day that you're going to have, which is powerful, in control, managed, organised or whatever. So I've got an outfit and a cupboard of trousers and wee tops and things like that I'm like, that's my work uniform, not even my uniform, that's my armour for the day. Yeah. That's what's going to give me my day today. Yeah. Because I've wore that outfit and that's how I feel.
There'll be times that me or you walk in, we're like, oh, door's staying closed today, they're no on it.
You'll now be like, the girls
Can David washing your hair, hen?
You turn having a good day, look at her trousers. She's got her old baggies on. But no, that's just the way that you...
But that's all right to have days like that as well. Like, no judgment. Everybody has a day that they're just like, oh, I'm not feeling it the day, and I'm just... But they say that that's why, like, how Simon Cowell only has a wardrobe full of blue jeans and black T-shirts.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the bandwidth to think of it. He's too important doing all the other stuff. So that's what he wears. That's his thing.
I think that's a good thing as well, because that's his, that's his brand. It's who he is. People recognise him by it. It makes him feel he's comfortable in it, and like that he doesn't have to think about it. It's not about how he feels, because he feels the same every day because he puts the same thing on every day. So he just feels the same way every day. That's his...
Plus, he's probably like, I don't have to impress everybody.
I don't care.
White
T-shirt, black T-shirt and a pair of jeans. That's all he ever wears. If he's going somewhere posh, he'll put on a black pair of trousers and a white T-shirt and a black jacket or whatever. So
just doesn't care. Show up as the person you want to be. And again, was it that Renee LeBlanc as well that said, do 1% of something every day, because these little tiny movements can make
or
such a
by
difference.
1%. That's what she said, was to will make a difference. What was it? She gave loads of examples. If somebody done this 1% better, it would mean
things
that.
Like as well, which I'm so for. It's like less time in social media, read a chapter of a book or a page of a book or learn a new skill. And so it was just like, or if you're going out running, do an extra 3 minutes on your run, or start off walking. You're not running yet, just start off walking and then start building up to jogging, and those little incremental upgrades make such a difference to the outcome by the end of the year.
And the social media one's a really good one. If you decrease your social media time by 1%, it works out it's so many hours, hundreds of hours a year that you've decreased it, and that's better.
It's better for your mindset.
Yeah,
I seen a screenshot it and shared it in social, actually. Was funnily enough sharing it in social. Imagine the world just stopped at 6 o'clock at night and all your kind of technology stopped or your social media stopped, and we would all have to start talking to each other again and being present in the moment. I would love that. I would honestly love that.
And TVs and everything go off.
Everything. Just have to sit as a family,
have to sit and talk,
play board games and just have a laugh and get to know each other a wee bit more. It's like... We
try and do our Friday night dinners with the boys, because they're always out. They're always doing things. Like Liam's out at Amy's a lot now, so he's not even in the house. And, Jude's at training a couple of nights a week. Luca goes to the gym every other night. So the boys are always out. We're never together. So I try, and every second or third Friday, I'll be like, right, okay, we'll phone a Chinese or something in, a takeaway or whatever, and we'll all sit around the table. No phones, no nothing, and it's 2 hours. Some weekends we'll maybe have a couple of drinks and we'll stay and play a game or whatever. Other nights it'll just be, right, we've had dinner, right, I'm still going out, I'm still off to do this, but we've had that
just
time.
Catch up with each
and
other.
No phones or anything, and they're so funny. See the way they talk to each other and the things that they see on social media. They speak a different language. They do memes to each other and they talk rubbish. But Stevie and I just sit back and laugh because we can see their wee personalities. Because other than that, they're in their rooms or on their TVs or they're not even in the house.
My kids are a bit younger than yours, so it's a non-negotiable in our household. We all sit down and have dinner every night. Obviously, Craig's sometimes out at shift, but I'll sit down with them. And again, it's something I started with them when they were younger, that we do peak and pit of the table every day. So we tell each other the pit of the day and the peak of the day, and then if it's a pit, how do we get out it for next time? And as much as there'll be some eye rollers out there, but it works for my family. It works for us. It's like...
Because you know what's going on with them. Because sometimes they'll tell you something that they wouldn't have, because you've asked what their peak or their pit was. They wouldn't have told you that. They would have told you about something else.
But
because it's 2 specific questions, they now know it. They'll open up about something.
That's exactly it. They open up, or someone's bothered them that day, and something that they wouldn't actually have told you about at another moment in time. My pal Jo's got a wee boy and she started her peak and pit with him now as well, and I'm like, it's nice.
Such a good thing to do young.
I've
only got better
my
when my
two were
mind's
primary, early on in primary school when we started, so it's just normal dinner now for us. So I'm like, right, peak and pit, and Lewis always says to me every night, you start and I start, and then we go round the table. So it's just what we do every night.
It's such a good thing to have, a good mindset to have. But now, like, I'm trying to be off my phone. I'm trying not to do stuff like that because I'm using it during the day to Google things, ChatGPT things. I'm on it. I've always got it in my hand all day. So when I go home at night, I'm trying not to. I try and leave it in the kitchen when I go through the wee TV room.
Sorry, cutting you off there. I was actually thinking about this the other day there because you know how you and I firefight sometimes. I'm going to bring a box into work. And for 2 hours out every day that we're sitting together, I'm putting both our phones in, and we can be productive of the things that we keep saying is important, but pushing them to the side. I was actually thinking about that at the weekend because I then go on and create reels or do social media, and then you're going on doing stuff, and it's so distracting even for us who are at the top of the business, and we're trying to lead by example. So I'm bringing a box in, and for 2 hours out the day.
With that. I could give
Stevie
my phone
Berry, she's not allowed to answer if you're phoning, and if it's serious, you phone my phone, and then we know it's serious.
In the work. No, it's true though. No distractions, because I start a task in the morning and then an email comes in or something pings me, and you're so bad. We'll be sitting talking to each other, and both of us do it. Something happens on the phone, and we're mid-sentence, and we'll go like that. Because we think it's something life-threatening, and it never is.
And we're terrible as well for picking up stuff. Like, I was laughing last week because I know you're just trying to help me because I've got so much on the now, but you're like, I'm time blocking, I'm going to do your student stuff, and I'm like, I've done all that. I've done all that. You stick to what's important for you, but I know you were doing it to help me, but at the same time it's like we need to be clear on right, let's get this done, this needs tackled this week. Like, we really need to get that event sorted this week, because even though it's months away, it's going to take months to build momentum about it as well.
Talking about it and putting it in social media, we'll need to get it built up. So, got it on my tasks for this week.
Make a pretty box.
Yes. And put it in the bin, I don't care. You can have my phone. What I was going to say there was I've now stopped being on my phone, but we're watching a series. We're watching a thingy series. But it's taken over my life. I'm addicted. I want to do one more. I'm staying up later. Mary Kingstown. I can't stop, but I'm literally addicted.
So
but again, I'm calling out Stevie Berry sitting beside me on his phone at the same time.
Craig does that.
Like, how can you concentrate? I feel as though that series, there's so many things going on it. I'm like vigilantly concentrating on it. He's answering texts and
or looking at
scrolling social media.
Bloody scores and stuff like that, football or whatever. I know.
So that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to get a box for the house.
Yes.
I'm getting a box between 7 and 9. He's not allowed
I just keep saying, because I put my phone, every night in charge at 9 o'clock. My do not disturb goes on. Odd time I pick it up for something if Eve's out or whatever, and I'm making sure that she's got her in the Life 360. But apart from that, my phone, you cannot get in touch with me from 9 o'clock until 8 o'clock or 8:30 in the morning. I do go in and check it at 7:30, but I never go on my phone. I get up at 5:45 every morning, and I never go on my phone between 5:45 and 7:30 as well. And I think that's another takeaway that's really important, and that's something that Rennie brought up as well. Drink a glass of water when you get up. Your brain needs it. No social media for the first wee while, and if you can, get outside in the fresh air. Even though just now it's dark, getting the first light of the day is really good.
Endorphins. It's all feeding your good endorphins in the morning. So she said, even if you can't get outside, stick your face out the window and take a big gulp of fresh air every single morning.
And the only thing I don't do is stretch.
I know.
I need to stretch in the morning, she said.
I'm not the same. I don't do stretches either. But I'm up in the morning. You're the same. You got up and dog walk in the morning. I got up and go to the gym in the morning. So that's really good because it kicks off your...
I actually think I'd really miss it if I didn't do it now. Me and Jennifer's been walking the dogs now for 3 years. And it started off just a thing
you would never have got up at that time in the morning.
Never.
I used to say I was going to the gym. You thought I was on crack.
Aye, never.
What?
But no, I live for it because it's almost like it's the quietest part of my day. And it's just a part of the day that me and Jennifer have got that kind of relationship. We talk, we don't talk, whatever. It's just, it's just that kind of plodding along that it's just so nice to start your day off like that.
And having someone that you do that with, I've got my friend Wendy that I go to the gym with every morning. So we get each other up. There's days where I'm like,
I know, I thought.
But the minute somebody texts, and we stopped even chatting to each other now. We used to text and go, are we going to go?
Try to talk each other out it.
We don't now. It's just morning. Morning. And that's it. That's the only thing I do on my phone when I get up, is just to let her know that I'm awake, that I am getting out of my bed. Because we've done it the odd time where the other person didn't reply. One ear's got up and got ready to go, and the other person was still sleeping. And it was like...
Raging.
Aye. I still went. I would never went back to my bed. I still would have went because I was up and ready. But that's...
But you're right as well, like a wee series as well. Like me and Lewis watch a wee thing together, and I can't even remember what it's called. But we did Stranger Things together, and then me and Eve watched the thing with
Traitors.
No, the one on Netflix that I love, the Adam Brody one. Nobody Wants Us.
Oh yeah. Nobody Wants Us.
So we watched that together. So it's nice as well having, like, I watch stuff with Craig, I watch stuff with Lewis, watch stuff with Eve, and you might not be chatting through it all, but just spending a wee bit of time with each other, again, away from the phone. You might be watching a device, but it's different.
Look, and I did Stranger Things most of the way through, and then he dumped me for his girlfriend and watched the last series without me. But never mind, I'm no judging that. I'm no calling you out or anything.
She's not upset
no
about
bitter
it at
about
all.
it or anything like that. No. Then I had to go and watch it myself because Stevie's just not interested in me monsters and science, and he's just like that.
I didn't think I would enjoy it. I was like little Sheldon.
Yeah.
Mind me and Lewis went through a stage of watching, and you're like, oh, you'll like it, and I'm like, but I ended up really enjoying it. We never ended up getting into that.
That's Sheldon, and he's older. He'll get there now, maybe.
Aye,
yeah, maybe he just wasn't there at the time. But that was our family thing. We still do that as a family. If we're in at night and we're just all kicking about, nobody's doing much, we'll still put Big Bang on.
Oh, we're 1% Club. Even Craig's so... Honestly,
I don't like game shows.
They're just as bad as each other. We're trying to win, honestly. I actually think Eve's a genius. The amount of times she's got the 1%. I'm like,
go on.
See, as soon as you're 18, you're on that.
Your mammy needs $1 million. What is it, 100,000?
100 grand, aye.
How good would it be if she won it so young? She'd be like a
There was a wee guy that won it a few weeks ago that was dead young, and I was like, that's lovely to see because that's setting him up for life. Like,
yep, that's his.
That's
futures.
so nice. Anyway,
that was a tangent. I feel as though we've just gabbed. That's what this is all about, isn't it? It's just having topics of conversation.
So if you want us to cover any topics, we've got we've got someone coming on the pod next week. Gemma, it's from All Things Beauty. So it'll be nice to have her on and
I'm
see what
excited about that one because she's in the industry. She's like-minded like us, and she's how our career started. I'm interested to see her story.
How it goes. So,
and then we'll have other guests going on.
Yes, I know. It's just trying to get us to actually organise that. And then them, because they're so busy as well, because we've got a couple of people in mind that we're friends with, would love to come on. So, yes. So if you've enjoyed, please like, review, subscribe and share with your friends. And if you have anything that you think would be a great topic to talk about, please drop us a DM.
Or a good series for us to watch.